What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. Today I got an exciting one for you. I want to talk to you about the 3 rules of closing. These are 3 fundamentals, 3 principles, the 3 things that you must do to close every single deal, to close the negotiations, to close every transaction, to get more deals done, to make more money, to make more commissions. This is really what it all comes down to, because if you're a great closer, you can make a ton of money, you can be successful in your sales job, in your business, and of course, in turn, you're going to be successful in life. And I want to give you the 3 rules that are going to help you do that. This one's for all of you who want practical, tangible pieces of advice, things that you can actually apply to your sales career or to your business to start to see results immediately, to help you close more deals. This is that free sales training and business training that you're looking for. So I'm excited to give you these 3 rules. And without further ado, I want to get into it. But just before that, you know the drill. Make sure to smash that like button, comment your thoughts below or any questions that you might have. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do me that one favor. And that being said, let's get into the 3 rules of closing. So first things first, it's very important that you understand these 3 rules and that you implement them in the right order. So the order I'm going to go in is the actual correct order, and how you need to apply these rules in order to close more deals and in order for you to be successful applying this. So the first rule of closing is the prospect must be sold on you. Yes, you heard that correctly. The prospect must be sold on you, not your product or service, not your company, not the price, not yet. The prospect must be sold on you. It all starts with you as a sales professional, as an entrepreneur, as the face, as the person they're communicating with, as the person who's in charge of handling that deal, that transaction, that communication that's happening. So it all starts with you. And you've all heard the saying, they have to like you, know you, and trust you. Yes, all that is correct. All that applies, but it boils down to this one thing. They have to be sold on you. So it all starts with you and it all finishes with you as well. So the first rule of closing is that the prospect must be sold on you. The second rule of closing is that the prospect must be sold on your product, your service, and your company. So all 3 of these are extremely important. Your product and service, of course, is what they're getting. So they have to be sold on that. They have to believe that it's going to solve the problem that they have and the reason they came in there for, the reason they're speaking to you for, the reason they're seeking out your product and your service. They want to solve that problem. So it's very important that that happens and they believe that your product or service is going to solve their problem. And the last thing is the company or the brand or the business. They have to be sold on that. They want to do business with people that they believe in, with companies that have a great reputation, that, you know, your vision aligns with them. So that's what people want to do business with. And therefore, it's so important that you follow the second rule and you make sure to check off all 3 of these aspects. Your prospect must be sold on your product or service and your company. And rule number 3 of closing is extremely important because it's almost like the last line of defense. That's always the last thing you're going to have to deal with when you're closing deals, when you're in heated negotiations, when you're in front of prospects. And that is, they have to believe the value they're getting exceeds the price they're paying. So rule number 3 is your prospect has to be sold on the price they pay in comparison to the value they get. So let me give you a quick example of this. You see all these books behind me. If I've bought a book for $30, $50, $100, whatever it might be, what does that mean? Am I saying that I believe this book is worth $30 to me or $50 or $100? No, I'm saying that I believe this book is worth at least double or triple that to me. And that's why I'm exchanging this money, this cash, this price for the value that I'm getting in return. So I believe the value that I'm getting exceeds the price that I'm paying for this book. And that's how it is with every product and every service. Whenever somebody's paying you for something or you're closing a deal, they're actually telling you they believe they're getting more in value than what they're paying for in price or in money. So they're willing to depart with their money and transact with you because they believe that they're getting more in value. And one of the greatest investors of all time, one of the greatest investors of our time for sure, Warren Buffett, likes to say, when it comes to his investments, when it comes to companies that he's investing in or companies that they buy outright, he always likes to say, price is what you pay, value is what you get. So I want you to really think about that. Anything that comes out of Warren Buffett's mouth, I'm listening to because, again, he's one of the most successful entrepreneurs, businessmen, and investors of our lifetime for sure, if not ever. And he says something that's directly in line with what we're talking about here and the 3rd rule of closing deals. And he says, again, price is what you pay. So from the prospect's perspective, they're thinking the price is what I'm paying. and then the value is what you get. So in his case, he's talking about himself. The value is what he's getting for the businesses he's investing in or the businesses he's buying. Flip that, and vice versa. When we're talking about sales and closing deals, price is what the prospects pay, and value is what they get from us, from our product, from our service, and from getting us in the deal as well, from having to deal with you and your company and your business. And you should always take pride in that. That's part of the value that they're getting. So there you have it. That was a long-awaited video because a lot of people wanted tangible, real things they can apply when it comes to closing deals, especially because it's measurable. You can close more deals, you can win in sales, win in business, and again, accomplish all your goals in your personal life because it means you're making money and you're well off. So here are the 3 rules of closing. I hope you enjoyed that and got a ton of value from it. Again, to recap really quick, rule number 1 is the prospect must be sold on you. Rule number 2 is the prospect must be sold on your product, your service, or your company. Rule number 3 is the prospect must be sold on the value that they're getting in comparison to the price that they're paying. And there you have it. As always, smash that like button, comment your thoughts below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, send this to somebody else too. Share this with more people that are in sales, that are in business, with friends, with partners, with whoever that you think would get value out of this. And I'm going to continue bringing this content to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on that note, thanks again for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.